Snaking, so that will be their carry. So we will jump right into this game here. Let me follow Snaking for a second as I turn the overlay on. Alright, we'll jump right into this game here. So this is game number 2 of a best of 2, you might say. Really, it's just a 2-game series between Unknown and Power of Friendship in the early stages of the American Cup number 3 or is this number 2? That's one of the ProDota Cups for the Americas. See a smoke up from Unknown. All of them go around the treant to not give away their location. They'll send the treant into Roche just to make sure nothing's sneaky coming out. Magic Missile on to Slicks. This will be a quick little death coming the way of Slicks. So Unknown will once again open it up with a first blood onto the mid laner, but really didn't slow Slicks down enough last match as the Way2 showed up on the Enchantress and instantly got Slicks a kill within the first couple of minutes. We'll see Prada head over to start beating on this Faceless Void. He'll have to run away if he stands and tries to trade hits with an Ursa. Eventually you just start to take a lot of damage. He is able to grab that Bounty Ruin, and we'll see Puck grab the Bounty Ruin on the bottom lane. Alright, so running through the players here, we see Prada playing this Ursa. He'll be playing in the safe lane. SDL's on this Puck. We have Felco Style playing on this Vengeful Spirit, who will slowly rotate up towards the top lane. And we have Bad Player playing this Earth Spirit. He'll come into the mid with Felco Style. Try to get an early gank onto this Death Prophet. Rolling board ready to go. We'll see if Felco wants to wrap around. Bad Player will give up on that. Drop to Clarity to taunt, I guess. And then finally we have Klubanati on the Nyx Assassin. They'll be going up against... Make sure nothing's happening here. That will jump up to the top lane. So we see MJW on this Faceless Void going up against Prada and Felco Style here. He's about to get stuck. Magic Missile ready to go. Another Magic Missile. Should be the death of MJW here. Prada just needs one more right click. And so an early lead for Unknown with that kill onto the MJW Faceless Void. We see Way2 playing this Lich. Just as sacrifice right now. He'll keep that lane pulled back as much as possible. In the mid, we see Slicks on the Death Prophet. Null Tally up, leading last hit board right now, followed closely by Snaking on this Nature's Prophet. And then finally we have Mario on the Dazzle here. Spirit Siphon comes out from Slicks onto SDL. Just a little bit of harassment damage. Won't kill him at this stage of the game, but just wanted to get as much damage as possible out. Snaking having a really good time up against the Nyx Assassin here. He won't really be able to do much until he gets a few more levels. The Dazzle went for the early level of Poison Touch, and that will keep Nyx pretty much at bay. So Snaking will be free farming. And we see Bad Player rotating in with an Invis Ruin. He'll stand on top of Slicks. Slicks will wisely head back behind the tier 1 to pick up the bottle. This will accelerate his last hit ability as he can spam out those Crypt Storms just a little bit easier now. Really quiet so far. We see Bad Player hiding in the woods here. Still waiting to get something set up on Slicks. And Bad Player actually DCs while he's in the wood over here. I don't know whose color pings those were. Those might have been the Death Prophet pings. He might see him hiding over here in the woods. check out snaking. 17 last hits, 95 gold. Phase boots completed already. Having a pretty good game on this Nature's Prophet so far. It'll take a few levels before this Illuminati Nyx Assassin's able to really do anything. Has a couple tangos. He's going to go buy his boots in a second when the creep wave shows up. See Prada and Falco style hunting in the woods, making sure there's no funny business going on in there. Falco's just kind of hiding a little bit here, ready to set up on MJW or Way 2. Looks like they're going to go for Way 2. Throws out the magic missile, not able to make anything happen with it. Way 2 throws out a Nova. Dang. A Nova over towards... Oh. And we'll see a rolling boulder onto Slicks here. And SDL in deep, trying to kill off this Death Prophet. Spirit Siphon Shallow Grave will keep the Death Prophet alive. Snaking actually TP's up to the mid lane here. We'll chase Earth Spirit away. And we'll see another engagement on to Falco style here. MJW and Way 2 trying to finish off this Vengeful Spirit. We'll see the Ursa actually come in and finish off Way 2 instead. Now Prana doing heavy damage on to Faceless Void here. Has 6 stacks of his claws, Furious Swipes. But unfortunately the Vengeful Spirit had to back up before he died, so won't be able to get a kill. So in the end, a 1-for-1 across the map. We'll see Bad Player rotating back through the top lane here. They'll hope to turn this around a little bit. Unfortunately, Prada has to walk all the way back to the base, and Falco style had to walk all the way back to the base. So it's really going to slow down this Ursa farm-wise. As we see, he's already 12 last hits behind this farming snaking on the Nature's Prophet. And the Death Prophet, who has 1 death from the very early game, has turned things around, has an assist, 23 last hits, 4 ahead of this Puck now. Puck has the bottle up, Haste Ruin inside, ready to make a go onto somebody if they see the opportunity arrive. Really needs level 6 before he can make a go at that, though. One less creep hip will get that for him. Illuminati has his level 2 up now. We'll just constantly throw out the mana burns towards snaking. That'll keep him from really getting too many treants up. Snaking's really just going to be able to right-click. Rolling Boulder forwards by a Bad Player. Make a bit of a go on to snaking here. Should be a nice easy kill. Out of mana for Illuminati, but has the mangoes ready to go if he needs it. Snaking had just enough mana to TP home. In the middle of all that, they blew all their stuns a little early there, trying to lock down Snaking to get that damage out. Mario now in the woods, ready to support Snaking once again in this bottom lane here. Puck was in the area, wasn't able to make anything happen. I couldn't get in range for the Dream Coil in time to stop that TP. Bad Player will walk in once again behind Slicks. We'll see if they can get the kill this time. Last time they tried, it didn't quite work out. But Puck does have the Dream Coil up this time, so have a little bit more damage to work with. Dream Coil will come down, Slicks will be stuck. TP in from the Dazzle. Shallow Grave will be ready to go. Healing Wave comes out. This will be the death of the Puck. So another attempted gank onto Slicks ends up just feeding another kill the way of Slicks. Definitely not what you want to see coming out from your mid laner. So we can see with that 600 gold swing the way of Power of Friendship. Snaking on this Nature's Prophet, having a grand old time, up to 37 last hit. It's Nyx Assassin only at 3 last hits, does have his level 3. He's just spamming out mana burns as best he can onto Snaking here. Snaking working towards some Drums of Endurance, just getting a little more survivability. MJW saved by the Dazzle just in time here, trying to kill off Prada on this Ursa, but he was quite low. Snaking will TP in. A little bit behind the fact, misses the Sprout. Prada will be able to get away. Dazzle diving deep for this. Has the mana for the Poison Touch. We'll give up on the dive. They really don't want to let the Ursa get a turnaround kill onto that. They're happy with just forcing him back to base. He'll head over to the jungle, has the Morbid Mask ready to go. He can do a decent job in the jungle here. Snaking will turn this into a push in the top lane, has the full wave of Treants, was able to get out of that bottom lane before the Nyx Assassin could burn away all of his mana. With Snaking's absence in the bottom lane, Illuminati will move forward, get a couple last hits. Might be able to secure his 6 before somebody shows up. MJW TPing up to the top lane here. This will continue to give Illuminati plenty of time in the off lane to get something done. Spirit Siphon coming out on the puck. Snaking will move in, throws out the quick Dream Coil. Not quite far enough away to stop the last hits, but he'll just orb away. And in the meantime, Snaking was able to finish off that tower up top with his treants and the help of MJW's right clicks. Ursa will head into the Roche. Has a DD up. He'll be able to do this fairly fast. Snaking thinking about rotating through to check it. A little bit short of the treants though. Be able to spawn those right now. He needs to pop the treants and get him in there right away if he wants to be able to scout this out. Illuminati running interference, trying to make sure nobody catches Prada here. They'll hear the Ursa enrage. Won't be able to get the Roshan, or nobody will be able to stop this Roshan coming out from the Ursa. So another 900 gold up on him. He'll have that Helm of the Dominator if he wants it fairly soon. By fairly soon I mean 100 gold. Level 6 now completed on Illuminati. Made good use of that time he had to free farm. Arcane Boots, double mango ready to go. He'll be able to kill whoever he runs into. Snaking will TP out underneath there. Way 2 might get caught out, but they don't have any lane wards down. Instead, we'll see Nyx Assassin rotating in the back of Slicks and Mario here. Slicks pops the Exorcism. This will be a little bit dangerous for Illuminati. They do spot him out here with this Invis Ruin, or the Sentry Ward, so not really surprised that he's there. Throws out the quick stun, not able to make anything happen with it. Pops by Carapace, he'll end up going down. Ursa trying to kill off Slicks here. Rolling forward from Bad Player. Won't finish off Bad Player just yet. He does go down from the last Ursa slam, and now Ursa's on the way out. Snaking phase boots up, trying to catch him, see if he can land this route this time. Is able to land this route. SDL moving back in on this puck here. He'll chase away the rest of Power of Friendship. In the end, a 1-for-2 with that Nyx Assassin going down. Oh, 1-for-3 if you count that Aegis, but nobody counts the Aegis. So we'll see fairly even trade. 8 gold advantage going the way of Unknown after that. But that was a tower going the way of Power of Friendship at the start of that. So we'll see right at the start here about 4,000 gold in advantage of Power of Friendship at the 11-minute mark. Illuminati will be able to kill the Dazzle here. Not quite able to get off that Shallow Grave before the last Ursa swipe finishes him off. 1,500 gold up on this Ursa now. Looks like he's just going to go for the Blink Dagger right after this Morbid Mask. Really all he needs is the Blink Dagger to be able to jump onto supports and instantly destroy them with Overpower. We can see MJW in the mid lane, just pushing up the best he can. 660 gold up on him. Quelling Blade hasn't gone for the Iron Talon just yet. Probably won't need to this game. Slick's Exorcism up in 24 seconds. Probably going for a Yule Scepter first. MJW takes a Mana Burn and what is it called? Impale. Everybody has a stun. Everybody calls it something different. Way 2 Tranquil Boots up, plus another 600 gold. I haven't checked the Dazzle in a little bit. 90 gold on him. Arcane Boots. Puck, 1,000 gold up. Probably going for a Blink Dagger first. Nyx Assassin, Arcane Boots completed. No sign of what he wants to go for first. Might be like a Dagon. Vengeful Spirit, 500 gold up. And Bad Player, earn up Magic Stick. Prada pops the Overpower. Doesn't have the don't even know what I'm trying to say. Blink Dagger just yet. Has the gold for it by the end of this fight here. Exorcism comes out from Slex, trying to buy as much time as possible. We'll see the Dazzle and MJW go down before they're able to get the faceless or the Chronosphere off. And now Prada has that Blink Dagger ready to go. Anybody else that shows up will pretty much just instantly die here. Prada will go for a dive onto Slicks. This will be the death of Slicks. Last overpower comes out. Puck moves in. Not able to find anybody just yet. Chain Frost does a little bit of damage over towards Puck and the Nyx Assassin, but they'll be able to just walk right out. All of Power of Friendship giving chase minus the dead Slicks. So the Ursa does go down as a result of that one. Trade was 400 gold in advantage of Power of Friendship, plus the Slicks kill should make it about even or slightly better for Unknown. MJW and Mario around the backside here. Pops the Chronosphere. They really want to kill that player, I guess. That'll help secure them this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Vladimir's Offering coming up for MJW, wanting to go for survivability and damage. That'll really boost the damage of the Snaking Nature's Prophet, who's going for an Aghanim Scepter first, just setting up for the pushing build as much as possible. Slicks actually goes for the Ghost Scepter, thinking Yule Scepter is not what you want to do against the Ursa, as all it does is delay the inevitable, but Ghost Scepter you'll be able to kind of get away a little bit. The Ursa can't just stand on top of you and wait like you would the Yule Scepter. But with that, we still see about 5,000 gold in advantage of Power of Friendship here. Every time Power of Friendship does give up a few kills, they're able to get a retaliation kill, and they are able to get an objective kill most of the time. They got that mid. They have all the outer tier 1 towers gone. See a Hand of Midas come up for way 2 here. He's just focused on the late game, trying to get as many levels as possible between the sacrifice and Hand of Midas. I don't know where I was going with that one. We'll pretend I didn't say it. Snaking continuing to farm towards this Aghanim Scepter. Just 1,000 gold away. Has 2 pieces. Just needs 2 more. Bad player. 1,000 gold up on him. Might look to just grab some Arcane Boots. Cluminati. 1,100 gold up. If he buys anything, we'll know what he's actually going for here. Could be going for the Dagon if they just want the burst to go with the Ursa. Magic Missile will come out onto Mario. That's a dead Dazzle. As not able to get out the Shallow Grave in time with the Ursa overpower. Looks like Power of Friendship wants to defend this a little bit here. Cluminati looking for anybody rotating in. He'll spot out Slicks. Won't make a go just yet here. Prada has the Blink Dagger ready to go. See a Mana Burn come out on a Slicks. That'll prevent the Exorcism from coming out. And they might just have to let this tower go. MJW has the Chronosphere ready to go. Prada will back up before he gets caught out in the mid here. 900 gold up after completing the Blink Dagger. Snaking continuing to split push in the top lane here. Puck heading forward. Puck should be able to catch him with a Haste Ruin. Doesn't have the Dream Coil, unfortunately. Blink Dagger will be ready to go. He can stay right on top of him if he needs to. We'll let him run because they do have a tier 1 tower up in the top lane here. Smoke comes up from 3 people inside of Power of Friendship. They know that if they head in that general direction, they'll be able to catch somebody in the woods. MJW, Chronosphere ready to go. He'll pop it as soon as he sees anybody here. Puck will TP out. Just Cluminati left. They'll see Cluminati, see if they want to blow the Chronosphere for him. Looks like they do not. They'll head towards the mid lane, sneaking TPing into the woods. They'll be able to kill Falco style fairly easily here. Shouldn't need the Chronosphere. He will TP out though. They actually popped the Chain Frost a little early, as it only gets a couple bounces. Puck moves in with the Dream Coil. Lich decides to break it, so does Snaking. Chronosphere comes up on to 4. Exorcism rolling out. Healing Wave did plenty of damage to most of Unknown. We'll see the Nature's Wrath roll through. That's a 4-4-2 now, going the way of Power of Friendship. Ursa on the way out. No one from Power of Friendship will be able to catch him, as none of them have a Blink Dagger, however. Slicks will use this exorcism to take out the mid tier 1, or he wishes he would, but the creep wave's on the other side of the river, so he'll just have to head into the jungle and farm up with the last second he has of this. Roshan won't repop for another minute and a half, so that'll just be 3 kills going the way of Unknown, and that'll further their gold lead just over 5k now. Lich Handamitis online. We'll start farming up. Might look to go for an Aghanim Scepter. Probably will pick up a mech for the team. Or the Daz will pick up a mech. Depends on who gets the gold first. Really depends on what Lich wants to do with all these extra levels and gold he's going to be pulling in from the Handamitis. 4 players of Unknown on the bottom lane. Ursa farming in the jungle. Snaking continuing to push up top. If Unknown wants to commit for this tier 1 tower on the bottom lane here, Snaking's going to be able to get some decent tower damage done. Prada overpowered, ready to go. Blink Dagger not able to catch anybody. Working towards a BKB. No fort ready to go for the side of Power of Friendship. They'll just have to be happy with a little bit of trade damage onto the tier 3 of Unknown up top. Snaking will now rotate over to the mid tier 2. Treant's still doing damage on the top tier 3. Prada TP's in. This will be a dead Snaking. He'll sprout, try to TP out. Dreamcoil will come out from SDL. Fortunately, this will cost Prada his life, along with SDL, and the Chronosphere came out just in time to allow Snaking to actually TP out, so he's pretty happy about that, I would imagine. We see an extra Gloves of Haste come up for Snaking. Looks like he's going to be going for either a Maelstrom or a Midas of his own. Roshan is now up, so with that kill onto Ursa and Puck, the side of Power Friendship will move into the Roche pit. Lich just going to pick up a Force Staff, hoping to get away from the Ursa. He'll be able to save his teammates if the Ursa does get a little bit of a catch on to somebody. Rolling Boulder in from Bad Player. Drops down the Magnetize, dealing, not that much damage over towards the side of Power Friendship, just delaying this Roshan as much as possible. Puck on the way over, not able to get here in time. Snaking will TP up to the top lane, so just feeding a kill towards the side of Power Friendship, along with the Roshan. Blink Dagger now comes up for the Faceless Void. Illuminati will head into the jungle, spotted by a Sentry Ward right away. Treant will stay on top of him as long as he can. "20 seconds before the Chronosphere is ready to go. Our Friendship knows that Unknown is stalking through the jungle in this general area, so they'll stay grouped up the best they can until they're able to spot out anybody else.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Force Staff completed for the Lich. Rod of Atos comes up from the Death Prophet, just trying to kite this Ursa as much as possible. No BKB up for the Ursa just yet. Needs another 1100 gold. Snaking is going to go for the Maelstrom, just like 3 gold short. Has the money for the Maelstrom now. He'll have that flying out to him on the courier as soon as it's done delivering Waytu's Force Staff. Puck TP's out from the bottom lane, not wanting to get caught as all of Power of Friendship rotates over. Looks like they might group up and look at pushing in this last tier 2 tower in the bottom lane here, while they have the Aegis up on somebody. It's on the... How did I forget who their offlaner is? It's on the MJW Faceless Void currently. Puck orb rotating in, or rolling in. Puck just working towards a Yule Scepter of his own.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Power Friendship will group up around this bottom tier 2 here. Illuminati actually jumps in behind MJW, looking to burst this Aegis as soon as possible. Shellgrave will keep him alive for a little bit. Healing Wave comes out as to delay things a little bit longer. Exorcism rolling through, doing heavy damage onto SDL. SDL will go down. Bad player able to escape the spirits just barely. We see the Ursa dead, the Puck's dead, and now Power Friendship will breach high ground with an Exorcism rolling. Should lose a tier 3 tower here. Might be able to defend the racks. 3-man stun comes out from Illuminati. Bad player rolling boulder in, drops the magnetize, instantly kills this. Death Prophet, bad player gonna go down to the right clicks of Way 2 and Snaking. Snaking Way 2 will go deep after the Vengeful Spirit. Bad player buys back. TP's in, will be able to kill off Way 2. Nope. Force Staff out, he'll be able to TP on just fine. Now bad player might die back here. Trying to get MJW before he goes down. Won't be able to happen. Shellgrave will come out, keeping the Faceless Void alive. Should be able to finish off the lane of racks here. Ursa's now alive, he'll move in. We'll actually stop this push. Ursa will slowly work his way through these treants here. Just got a little bit of damage onto the range racks, but they do get 6 kills and a buyback for just the Death Prophet death. So that should mean, yeah, about 15,000 gold in advantage of Power Friendship now. They just need to play it a little safe, get a few items completed, and then they can head back in and do that all over. 1,700 gold complete, or up for the Death Prophet. We see the Molemir come out for Nature's Prophet, Ghost Scepter up on that Dazzle. Everybody just buying Ghost Scepters to counter this Ursa. MJW, 1,600 gold up on him. Vladimir's offering Blink Dagger. Illuminati went for the Blink Dagger. SDL still trying to complete this Yule Scepter. Prada, 400 gold short of his Black King bar. Exorcism ready to go, so looks like Power Friendship wants to group back up, head down the mid lane. Puck doesn't have a TP nor buyback, so he'll start working towards the base. Snaking will TP to the bottom, keep that pushed in. Looks like Power Friendship will back up for right now, trying not to get caught out as Unknown rotates around. Yule Scepter now completed for the Puck. Force Staff, Ghost Scepter up for the Lich, plus another 600 gold. Be 800 gold in just 7 seconds here. MJW will get spotted out by Falcon Style as he drops the ward onto the high ground. Quick swap out, trying to run away. Way 2 TPs forward, trying to land a Frost Blast. Won't be able to make it happen. So swap down. Nature's Wrath comes out. They're still trying to kill this Vengeful Spirit before you make it to the base. Won't quite be able to do it. And they'll follow the creep wave in on the bottom lane and send the creeps over to distract the side of Unknown a little bit here. Exorcism still ready to go. Chronosphere still up. We'll see if Power Friendship want to make a dive here. It doesn't look like they want to do. MJW just waiting in the woods. Has the Blink Dagger ready to go. Working on a Aghanim Scepter now just to get that cooldown down as much as possible.
Dire's top tower is done for.
Power Friendship still sticking around in the bottom lane here. Snaking TP'd back to the top. He'll start pushing up that lane while the rest of his team provides pressure in the bottom. Only the mid is going to be pushing the way of Power Friendship, but Snaking will TP over. Won't actually summon any treants. He'll just right click a few times, use those lightning bolts to push things forward. See if Chronosphere came out from Power of Friendship, only able to kill the Nyx Assassin with it. Get the Ursa down low, he'll have to back up. Snaking will throw the ult and kill Ursa with it, so a Super Treant is spawned in the base. Puck almost dead, will try to back up. Snaking one last right click from him will finish it off. Still a melee racks up here. Tier 3 tower in the top lane is dead. Single person Chain Frost comes out from way 2, just trying to be cheeky, I guess. And Unknown's had enough. They don't want to be well farmed. So they will throw in the towel. Another fast win coming out from Power of Friendship. That's 2 games in the series going towards Power of Friendship. And 20k gold lead by the end, I believe. Yeah.